Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the
Empowering
Empowering
life
life
through
through an
an
online
online
business.
business. Oh, we need a better maybe ELOB.
ELTOB. Okay, so welcome to another episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business. And today we are on episode 3. So, what is the topic for today?
So our topic for today is welcome to, oh sorry, our topic for today is from dreams to action, building a plan B you can rely on.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let's introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but according to reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hi everyone. My name is Yesenia, but everyone knows me as Jessie. I'm a nurse by professional. I live here in Ontario, Canada. I'm original from Cuba. I have my own business. I'm a mentor as well.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, but I live in North Carolina, USA. I am a former educational assistant. I am a wife, a mother of three, a grandmother, and well, now a digital business owner and a mentor.
So thank you, everyone. We also want to remind everyone that every Tuesday and every Thursday we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register in any of our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive two links. So the first one is to register for the live webinar, which happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. So that link will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. The second link that you'll get there is the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch up the replay of the live webinar. So, and you can watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you probably wonder, okay, so I register on your website with your name and email address, and I register for the live webinar. So what am I going to see on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from yesterday's live webinar.
Okay, so yesterday we had our live webinar as we do every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our host for yesterday was Margarita. She's a former logistic coordinator. We also had this power couple, Iona and Alan. They're entrepreneurs. Christina is a trip planner, and Nancy is a senior manager in early childhood setting, and Shantu is a financial accountant.
Okay, so we also have Radha, a former corporate employee, and now she's a job quitter. Jareen, customer service representative, and Melissa is Informes policy service specialist on a life insurance. So all these people were on a live webinar yesterday, Friday, May 23. And so if you want to learn how to start your own successful business online, the only thing that you have to do is register with your name and email to any our website, and you will get access to the same webinar with different people, different story they can share with you. But the main point, they will tell you how to do it and why to make the shift. Okay, remember Tuesdays and Thursday, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. We also want to remind everyone that our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: that's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So now you know. If you want to learn how to earn online, all you have to do is just register in any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. All right, so just give me a sec. So we're gonna dive into our topic for today. So, what is our topic for today?
Okay, so our topic is from dreams to action, building a plan B you can rely on. So stay tuned and we'll be digging into this topic, um, explaining a little more.
Yes. So, welcome back to another episode of the Empowering Lives Through an Online Business. So, today we are diving into a topic that is so important, especially in today's uncertain world. And that is from dreams to action, building a plan B that you can rely on. So, we are not here to scare you, we are here to prepare you. Because if the past few years have taught us anything, is this: having one income stream is no longer enough. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be talking today. So let us ask you this: what would happen if your plan A stopped working tomorrow? Okay, would you feel stressed or secure? Well, the truth is, most people don't think about a plan B until they desperately need one. And that's when our moment, we call it like in English, the aha moment. Okay. Um, but what if we could, it could be, oh, sorry, what if we could build one before the crisis hits? One that actually gives us more time, more income, and more peace. So let's talk about how an online business can be that reliable backup and in many cases become your plan A. Because that's how you can do, you can have that with our online business plan. And you can have plan A. We have a comment here. Okay, so Langington Mahamis, he say, okay, sure, me. So thank you for watching, Langington. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from.
Yeah,
So
thank
we
you
can
for
start all.
watching.
Okay, so going back to the topic. Um, so we all have dreams, okay? But dreams without actions are just someday ideas, okay? So a reliable plan B isn't just about preparing for the worst, it's about empowering ourselves to create a better future. This doesn't mean quitting your job tomorrow or jumping into something blindly, okay? It means taking control of your options, your time, and your life. So, and we have found that an online business offers just that: a simple, scalable, flexible way to build income on your terms. So that's what we're going to be talking today and sharing with you. So, yeah, so let's talk about how an online business can be that reliable backup and in many cases become your plan A. Yes, like in this online business community that we have, a lot of people, they started this as a plan B, and this plan B turned out to become their plan A because it has surpassed their current job income. So now they're just doing full, the business and not anything else. So okay, so what are the points for today?
Okay, so today's points are: security comes from diversifying your income. This is really important, guys. You don't need experience, you need a system, and your plan B should fit your life, not take over. So, these are the topics that we were talking about, and we're going to dig in, give us our opinions. And if you have anything else to input, let us know in the comments, okay?
Yes. Okay, so let's start with point number one.
Okay, so here's our point number one. Security comes from diversify diversifying your income. So jobs are no longer guaranteed. Layoffs, budget cuts, and burnout are real. And this is a real thing, it is happening. I'm sure around you, you have heard of people, getting laid off due to budget cuts. And that's the thing, there's not job security anymore. So that's why having a plan B in place is necessary these days. With an online business, we're not waiting for someone else to give us permission. We're just, doing our own thing. It's your own business. So why not establish that now that you have your full-time job and start running your plan B, start running your online business so that you're in a better situation in case something was to happen to your main source of income. So we're building a stream of income that we control, one that grows with time, effort, and the right system. And this is something we need to understand. We're building a stream of income. And like we say here, it grows with time. So it's not something that's going to happen over time or overnight, that you're going to have the income or make the income that you're making now at your job, but it will grow, you know, day by day, month by month. And so eventually you're going to be earning the same that you're earning at your job or even more, depending on the effort that you're putting in, because that's the key to this business. You have to put in the effort. You have to really have the dedication to be there for your business, to learn about it, to do your training, to reach out to other people, make sure that you're running your ads, and that's how your business is going to grow. But it requires time, and it requires somebody reliable, somebody that is really, interested in making this work for them. It will not grow overnight, but it will grow for sure if you're putting the effort in.
Yes, I completely agree. About this topic, I think we already know this phrase. I think we all know about this. And we, at some point, we're like, okay, yes, that makes sense. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You have to diversify. You have to have other options. If something happen, you have a backup plan. So that's what we're talking about, our plan B, okay? So that's what it's all about, okay? What if your plan B isn't enough? It's not enough anymore. And you're just putting your dreams away, and they're all at risk. So you have to start thinking about a plan B that you can count on. And when you do that, that will give you a little bit of all the freedom, income, and that's what you have to do. And you guys know I was working long hours as a nurse, exhausted, and feeling like time was passing by me. I was leaving, but I was not leaving, because I was just work home, and I wasn't actually spending time with the loved ones. And when I was back home, like something quick, because I didn't have enough time to spend with them. And it was depressing in some way. And then I realized that I can't depend in just on one income, because with that one income, it was not enough. No matter how stable that income was, it was not enough. I need something risky. And if you know about it, and even right now, you guys, if you hear, we're not just saying this just to say it, but like, even if you are an investor or something like that, they always tell you, like, if you're investing in stocks or something like that, a lot of people are going for, like, they call it like an ETF or something. It's like basket or stock or whatever, because you are not putting everything in one basket, okay? So you are diversifying. So that's the main topic about it. So if you put yourself just out your 9 to 5 job, guess what? You are not diversified, because you are depending on that income. And it get harder and harder as the time go by to make a move, or to move from there, because that's the only thing you have. If that's your job lay you off, or you get sick, or you go injured, that's it. You don't have nothing else, you know and if before you were living from paycheck to paycheck, now it's even worse. um the burnout, the job uncertainty, like everything is not secure anymore. So that's one of the reasons that a lot of nurses, if you know them, they have 1 or 2 jobs. So if something happened to this job, you have you have a backup job. So you have part-time, or casual or whatever. But what about if you can do something like that, but from the comfort of your home? What if you can do something that you can, or at the same time that you're doing that big job that you have, your full-time job. Isn't that amazing? So that's what we want to do. Like, that's what we want you to get, that shapes, to wake up, because that's what the plan B means. Okay. So I hope so I have given you a little bit of input with my history, and you have get why is that important, why a plan B is like why a plan A is not enough. So you need a plan B, and a good plan B that you can rely on.
Thank you for sharing, Isabel. Thank you for sharing, Jesse. Yeah, just to sum up to this point, when we're talking about you're no longer guaranteed, your job, that is true. Like yesterday, I was talking to someone, another member of the community. She's been working for a bank for a long time, and she got laid off this March. Okay, so she got a severance pay because she's been working with the bank for many years. But this shows that you don't have a secure job. She just got laid off. But luckily for her, she already started this business before that happened. So she has this business, to be able to continue building her income stream. That's just an example. Another example here would say budget cuts. Well, budget cuts are because you're doing layoffs. So how a lot of companies nowadays, instead of hiring an employee, they hire a contractual. Okay, because by hiring a contractual, they don't have to pay for benefits. So they're saving a lot of expenses that normally with an employee they wouldn't. That's just an example. Or, for example, they will lay off someone who has worked for so many years because that's a big expense for them. And they rather hire someone who has no experience at all and bring it in because the salary is less, so they still have to build that, year to be able to gain that benefit. So these are just few of the examples that that shows that we think our job is secure, but it's not secure. Okay, so you really have to have a backup plan because you never know what could happen. Just like like my friend in the community, like she mentioned, she got laid off in March. She wasn't expecting that, but it happened. So you're not secure on your job. The other thing, for the second example, with an online business, we're not waiting for someone else to give us permission. That's another one. Uh, for example, I just had an interview before this one, and she was saying that her mom was sick, and she is, well, she, like us, we are immigrants, where we come to another country, and many times, our parents are not in the new country; they are back home. um, so for her, she needed to request permission to be able to go see her mom. And she's a nurse, so if she, yes, they allow her to give the permission, but she wasn't going to get paid, you know. So you are in, like, you don't have control of your life. It's the business or the organization that you're working for is the one that is having control of your life. So why having someone else take control of your life when you can have your own control by having an online business? And you can start this building on the side. You don't have to quit your job right away. You can start this on the side and build that second plan, like the plan B. And then eventually this plan B can become your plan A. But I think that's another point later on. So the next point, we are building a stream of income that we control. And yes, those are just examples that I give you. Like if you have control of your business, it will help you to build that financial independence. That means, it will be able to replace your actual income that you have, and continue building more income. So that's the beauty of this. It's like a compound. It starts small, but it keeps growing and growing and growing. Just to give you a little insight, when I started the business back in 2023, our masterminds is like a workshop when the whole entire community gets in, and we learn new skills or new trendings, or we get news from what's happening. uh, they used to call Wednesday Mastermind, and today it's called Millionaire Masterminds. And the reason why it's called Millionaire Mastermind is because we have more than 1 millionaires in our community. We have people making figures per month. Okay, so this is how much money you can build. And now this is not a rich quick scheme that is going to happen like that overnight. No, it takes time to build it. Okay, but you put your time at the beginning, and later on you're going to see the fruits of your hard work. So it's like you plant a seed and it start growing. Your seed start growing. So yeah, so have control of, build a stream of income that where you have control, where you can grow it with time, you can put your effort, and you have the right system. And we do have a right system here. Like, you don't need no skills, no knowledge. So you can start this anytime, and there's no age requirements either, because we got people from 18 years old all the way to 85 years old. So really, it all it takes is that take that leap of faith, do your work, do your training, because that's important, and be consistent, show up on your business every day, and then the things are going to fall in place, uh, with be able to build that income stream, and be able to have that flexibility, and be able to be fully present for you and your family, because that's what we're looking for: more time freedom, more financial freedom, so we don't have to worry about money. You don't have to work 2 to 3 jobs, like my guest that I interviewed before. She was working before 2 to 3 jobs, and until she realized, I'm missing those milestones. I'm a provider, but I'm not present in my family's life. So she was trading, money for time. So you want to make money work for you, not the other way around. So I'll leave it like that, and let's go to point number 2.
Okay, so point number two, you don't need experience, you need a system. This is really important. That's one of the things that I think we all start this business, no? I don't know about Sandy and Isabel, but I didn't have the experience at all, I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about owning a business, and I didn't know how to even do it online. But I found our system work and actually give you all that you need to make it happen. Many people hold back because they think they are not tech savvy or qualified. And that's not a reason. That's you, if you're holding back, you haven't said yes to this business because you think that you need to be a tech savvy, we're telling you, you don't need to be. I wasn't, and I learned. I'm still not a tech savvy, but my business is still growing and it's still blooming every time. I'm learning every time. It's a process, and we're learning from each other. But what amazing experience and what amazing process that we are earning at the same time that we're doing it. So that's the big thing. But with the right mentorship, the right community, and the right tools, we see everyday people, teachers, nurses, retirees, parents, stay homes, immigrants, construction workers. They're building a plan B from scratch. So if you are out there and you're watching this video, and it's like, well, I want to, it sounds good, but I don't know why. But remember, your dreams are valid. uh, don't wait for that perfect time or to have that experience to start something. Just do it. A real plan B is just something. It's not just a backup. It's something that will take control. In other words, maybe, as Sandy was saying, maybe that plan B become your plan A. So you know what, we are looking for flexibility. Work around our schedule. Grow over time, and something that align with your purpose. Maybe your purpose is traveling. Maybe your purpose is spending time with families and friends. Maybe your purpose is eating chocolate at night. Who knows? you know but the thing is that now you're going to have that time to do the things that you love. That's one of the things I love about this business. I can do it at home. Like, I just got my scrubs, guys. I just worked it today, and I didn't need experience. I just need a desire. And that was enough for me to start. And I'm telling you, my English wasn't good when I started. I didn't know about technology or tech savvy, but English was not good. And at that time, we didn't have like all the good things that we have right now, that you can actually see your whole training in different language. and on your own language that you prefer. So the doors are open, and we are getting better and better because our system really work. A system that work 24 by 7, and that's what you need for your plan B to bloom. So if you are out there that just stuck, we're telling you, go for it, say yes and move on.
Thank you, Yessie. Yes, this point is a key point because a lot of people really think that the reason they can't join is because they don't have the experience. And really, that's not a requirement for this business. You don't have to have the experience. And don't let that hold you back. Don't let that be the reason why you don't join the business, because I wasn't tech savvy when I started the business. I wasn't a social media person, and I didn't have any business background, but I decided to do this business not because of the experience that I had, but because I knew that it could give me the flexibility I needed, the quality time I needed for my family, for my kids, and for my parents who, that they're retired, and right now is they're having some health issues. And so I'm there for them. I can take them to the doctor. I can, be with them if they're not feeling well at home or whatever. And then, I was so happy that I was able to take my son to school every morning, that I was able to pick him up instead of being worried, stressed at work, thinking about did he get up? Did he make it to school? And a lot of times I used to, get those phone calls like, okay, I'm not feeling well today. Can you pick me up? And I had to ask for permission to go do that. And a lot of times, I couldn't do it right away because it all depended on when I could go. So that's the thing about this business, that it gives you the flexibility, but don't let those doubts, or don't let the the reason of not being tech savvy, not having the experience, hold you back. And if the social media is the one holding you back, let me tell you, at the beginning I was so afraid to do this business because of the social media. I was like, I will not be able to talk in public. I'm not going to be able to work on social media. But at the beginning it was a little hard, but once I started, and I started doing my lives, I started doing these lives with Jesse and Sandy, it came easier and easier by the day. And really, it's not hard to do this business, especially with everything you get in return, right? All the benefits you get from this business, it just gives you that peace of mind to enjoy it, to be happy, and to embrace everything about it. So if you're holding back because you are not tech savvy, you don't have the experience, or the social media, let me tell you, don't let that be the reason, because you're going to like it, you're going to love it, and you're going to discover a part of you that you didn't even know you had, a passion for this business, for helping others, for reaching out to other people who may need this opportunity, right? To help their families, to have more time for them. Maybe they're having health issues, who knows, right? So don't let this hold you back. And then the plus side about this business is that you don't have to do it alone. Maybe you try something, maybe you already had a bad experience about doing a business, and it didn't work out for you because you didn't have somebody supporting you, guiding you, helping you. But with this business, you get a mentor, right? And you have a whole community behind you. And of course, we have the tools, so you don't have to worry about that either. And let me just tell you this: when you don't know something, when you're having a hard time, if you get stuck with the training or a part of the business, you can always reach out to our global community, and somebody will be there to help you and guide you. So you're not going to be alone at all. And we have so many professionals in this business, but we also have so many business partners who didn't have a profession and are doing this business, because you don't have to be a professional to start this business. You don't need degrees to start this business. This business was designed for anybody that wanted to just Do this, have the flexibility. Our training is so easy to understand because it's video based, it's step by step. And like I said, you're always going to have the mentor beside you, guiding you and supporting you in the way. So don't let those doubts, that fear hold you back. You can always start this business and have that plan B in place in case something was to happen to your main source of income, right? Because job security is not a thing anymore. There's so many jobs getting cut, there's so many layoffs happening. So start something now that you can start it and start compounding everything, so that if anything happens in your job, you have this plan B in place that is going to give you a peace of mind.
Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Isabel. Yeah, just to add to this point, what I would say to people over there that think like, oh, I don't have any experience, I'm not tech savvy or qualified, or my English is not that great. Don't worry about that, because um, everything is provided here, like for languages, for example. When I started, the training was only in English. Most of, like, the three of us, when we started, was English. But now, the training has is translated in so many languages. So it is available to other languages, so that's amazing. So really, and another example I want to give you, when you really want to change your life or your family's life, you have that willingness of doing it, getting out of your comfort zone, and do the things that you have to do to be able to achieve what you want. You are capable of doing anything. And I just give an example. A member of our community, he wanted to change his family life and his life. Okay, he spoke zero English because his native language is French. Okay, but he took that leap of faith because he had a mindset, he had a goal, and he worked for that. And even though he didn't understand, the training, because it was in English, he kept watching it and watching it and watching it. And today, okay, he was able to reach, his big milestone. And not only that, because of this business, he learned English. So now he speaks English because of this business. So when you want something and you really want it, you really have that willingness, you can achieve anything that you put your mind to it. So really don't let those self-doubts hold you back from achieving what you want to achieve. So, and like in this community, you really don't have to worry about, you don't have the knowledge, because this is a system that is designed for anyone who has zero knowledge, zero skills. Okay, so the video based training is tailored for anyone. Okay, so you can watch it at your own pace, from your own comfort of your own home. And it has several languages that is available too. Um, okay, so, and also, in regards to this, you have a mentorship. um, the mentor is there to guide you. The mentor is there to cut the time that it will take you longer if you were doing it by yourself. Okay. So that's the other good thing. And you don't have to pay for a mentor every month. Okay. No. Because when you pay the $149 US for the membership fee, that mentorship is included in there. So you have a mentor from since you started all the way through your journey. So and besides that, we have a global online community who is also there for you, to support you emotionally and technical, because this is a journey that is not easy. Okay. um, is you will have your ups and downs, and then but if you have someone from the community there that will give you that support, because not everyone is lucky to have that family support at home, because sometimes your family doesn't believe in what you're doing. Okay, so you don't get that support from home, but you get that support from the community, because we all have the same like mindset. Okay, so we all looking for something better for us and for our family, so we are doing what we have to do to get there. So that's a good thing. Now, here for the in terms, these we've seen everyday people. Yes, we have from all walks of life doing this business. And don't think, like because a teacher or a nurse, anyone can do this business, even retirees. One of two of my mentees, they're in this late 60s, early 70s. Um, and just to give an example, they were not tech savvy at all. Okay. They learned, they were mentor, and today they're doing lives, in front of the camera. They're doing things that, before they couldn't do it. So they learn. So all the training is provided to you. To be able to learn the skills that you need to be able to do your business. So really, we have people from 18 years old all the way to 85 years old doing this business. So this business is for anyone. All you need is take that leap of faith, believe in yourself, have the right mindset, be coachable, do your training, be show up for your business every day, and just be consistent, and you're gonna be able to achieve your goal. To be able in- to have that financial stability that you're looking for. Okay, so let's go to point number 3.
Okay, so here's point number 3. Your plan B should fit your life, not take not take it over. So this is very important, as parents, when we're looking for a plan B, when we're looking for a side hustle, that's the one thing that we always have in mind. We're looking for something that we can do without taking more time away from the family, taking more time, from your children. So it's important that you find something that is going to fit and is going to work well with your life that you have now. So the beauty of our online business, you can start part-time, and that's what we did. At the beginning, we were doing this as a part-time. I had a full-time job, and I was doing this business at night after I came home. I took care of the house, I cooked for my family, and then later at night, that's when I was doing my training, when I was doing everything for my business. And that's the beauty of this, that you can do that you can work around your schedule and run the business when you have that free time, if you're doing it as a side hustle. So work from home, work on your schedule. And that's what I like, that I didn't have to leave my kids alone again to go out and do a side hustle, to do a plan B. I could do it here, while I was with them or while they were sleeping. And I didn't have to leave the house. I didn't have to commute. I didn't have to um, do any of that. And it's designed to fit into your life, not the other way around. And I think that's what we're all looking for, something that is going to adapt to our lifestyle, right? Something that we can do uh, wherever we go, something that we don't have to be attached to a place or to a schedule. And this business is just that. It really does adapt to your lifestyle. Like I said, depending on your availability, you could do it either in the morning, at night. You can do it at whatever time you choose to, because you are the owner. At the end of the day, it's your business. And as long as you're running your business for at least 2 hours a day, you can run it at any time. And the best part about this business is that you don't have to be selling, chasing people um, to bring them to the business, because we have a proven system, and that actually works for us. It's proven to work for us. We have so many people in the business that are doing so well with this business. They started it as a side hustle, as a plan B, and come to find out that they were making double, triple the amount of money that they were making at their um, regular jobs. So that's what happens, when you're really dedicated, when you really put the effort in for the business. So um, it's so proven, and we have their testimony, right? That this business works. Like Sandy said earlier, we have so many millionaires in the business now, people that are making 6 figures a month. And the goal for everyone, right? To reach that level and to be able to make the money while having the freedom to be with the family and to enjoy the lives that we all dream about.
So yes, I completely like agree. A plan B should fit your life. Because that's something that we never thought about it. Because we are just so focused on the 9 to 5 because that's how we grow up. So we think there are 9 to 5 is everything in our life. So we give so much to the 9 to 5 that we don't have enough time for ourselves or for our loved ones or for our family. And then um like what will happen. So that's one of the things that I love about this business, because I ask myself, what if I do have time? you know what do if I have a choice to choose my time wisely? What should I have a choice to see who I spend my time with, and not be worried about the, oh, I have to clock in, I have to clock out. What about I don't have to worry about my income? I have a flexibility income. So I start asking myself these questions, when I start with this business. And then and then I realized it that this business, my plan B, was the best choice, because my plan A wasn't fitting. I was feeding on the plan B, but there was no feeding on my life. I was not I was depending on my plan A. It's not that my plan B was depend like my wasn't it was not that around. If that makes sense. So it's just about, creating that, saying, I want to change, and see what you want, make your decision, and don't wait for that perfect moment out. Don't wait for that perfect opportunity that will never happen. So just start that I made, I made the decision and I went for it. And now I can work from home, work when I'm on vacation, have my own schedule, I can design my plan B depending on my life. It's not like I have, oh, I cannot do this because I have to work my chef on the weekend. Or I cannot do this because I work nights the whole week. Because I'm actually having this plan B to work to fix on my schedule, on my life. Not the other way around. So that's what it have to be. So, and I love it because I don't have to be chasing people, no bugging my friends and family. That was one of the reasons I started this business, because I was like, I want to, sounds good, but I don't want to be like, oh, telling that if I don't make a sale, I will like not move on. So that's not what I want. And I love that we have, as I would say before, we have a proven system, and the support of the community that make a whole difference. You have a question, you have a doubt, you want to learn more. Everything is in one package. You don't have to get out of that package to learn more, or to have an idea what's going on, or to have a better opportunities. Everything include on the same business, on my same plan B. So that's what all about it. So if you're looking for a plan B, we're telling you this is the perfect choice.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, you guys pretty much say all for this point. So what I can add is just that, you know, this plan B is amazing because it fits to your schedule. So you have that portability of the business. For those who love to travel, this is an amazing business. That gives you that flexibility to take it to you anywhere, because all you need is, your uh, cell phone, your laptop, and an internet connection. So really, it adapts to you. It goes with you anywhere. So it gives you that flexibility. So your plan B, adapts to your schedule. So just to give an example, I have aging parents, so sometimes I have to take them to a doctor's appointment. And before, like will have to take permission to my work to be able to attend to that doctor's appointment. I've been lucky that my bosses that I had in the past, They were very condescending to provide me that time, to be able to go to the doctor's appointment and come back to work. But many people, they are not in the same situation. Their bosses are not so condescending, so they don't allow them to go. And especially, for those who are parents, that that have little kids, and sometimes, the kids get sick, and they need to take time off to be able to take care of their kids or take them to the doctor's appointment. They have to ask permission, and sometimes, they don't get that permission. So it makes it really hard. So having this plan B that can fit into your life, it really works out, because it would allow you to this plan B adapts to your schedule, not the other way around. Um, so here we are talking about, for example, you can start this as a part-time, so you're still working on your job, so you can fit it in any time pockets that you have during the day and do your business. So really, you don't need to be there like 9 to 5 to do your business. No. And like I say, it's designed to fit in your life. Different examples, like if once, this plan B can become your plan A, right? And then when it comes to your plan A, you are the one in control of your life. You're the one who decides, when you're taking time off. If you need to take your kid to the doctors, you can go and take your kid on the doctor. You don't need to ask any permissions to anybody. And you don't need to worry about like, oh, if I take permission, then yes, they're gonna give it to me, but no, I'm not gonna get paid. You don't have to worry about that anymore, because you are your own boss and you have your own income stream. So you have control of your income stream. So really, this is a great opportunity for anyone who wants to build that plan B. And like we mentioned in the past, this plan B is not an option anymore. It's a must to have nowadays, because you never know what could happen. We just show a few examples, but it could be, like an environment example. Not too long ago, last year, we have those people who lost a lot of their homes in Florida. We have also the flooding in North Carolina. So many people that got affected. So if you don't have a plan B, how you're gonna survive, with your family? Especially if you, let's say, you lost your house, you were paying mortgages, and now you don't have no house, and how are you gonna pay your mortgage? You know, so this is puts you in a different difficult situation. So you want to make sure that you are prepared for any unexpected thing that can come to your life, and you're prepared. So a plan B is a must. And like we mentioned, this plan B can become your plan A, because it will surpass your actual income. So we just want to show you this opportunity. We do have a comment here from Raman K. Kular. Hi, Raman. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comment. She say, hello, everyone. Very good information. Watching from Vancouver, British Columbia. Thank you for watching. Um, yeah, so really, a plan B is a must. It's not an option. And really, this plan B can adapt to your schedule, and not the other way around. It's like you want to have money work for you, and not you work for the money. So this is the a good option for you to take action and take that leap of faith to create your own plan and take advantage of this digital world. All right, so what is the point bonus? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I have my dog going crazy here, so I had to mute. Sorry for that. Okay, so our point bonus is your plan B can feel your bigger vision. It's not just about money. It's about freedom, guys. Time with your family, the ability to say yes to travel, rest, and giving back, creating a life that feel aligned with who you truly are. And this is just a plan B. It's the plan better. Isn't that amazing? Plan B, plan better. I love it. And don't wait to do your plan B for waiting for a crisis. Start building now, so when something happens, it's already on place.
That's right. Yes. And what are the key takeaways of this topic for today?
Okay, so here's our key takeaways. Waiting until it's too late is a risky we don't have to take. It's a risk we don't have to take. So don't wait to the last minute. Go ahead and start your plan B now that you can, and now that you're not gonna be in in a bind because you don't have another source of income. When we say yes to building a plan B, now we're saying yes to our future, peace of mind, and the best part, you don't have to figure it out alone. And we've walked this path, and now we are here to walk with you.
Thank you, Isabel. Yeah, so that's the key takeaway for this topic. So hopefully you get inspired of what we shared today with you. And if you have any questions, any comments, let us know in the comments. Okay. So Jesse.
If you're been thinking about your next step, this is it. Comment plan B or plan better, remember, below, or message us directly to watch the free info section that could change everything, that could change your life. Your backup doesn't have to be a burden. It can be the beginning of your breakthrough. Comment plan B or plan better.
Thank you, Jesse. Okay, so we have arrived to the end of our live. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. Um, we also want to let everyone know that if you, after seeing this topic today, you want to learn more about this online business opportunity that we are showing you here today, all you have to do is just register in any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch a webinar. Which we have live webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. In this case, you will catch the replay of the live webinar um, before the live webinar. So you can watch the replay before the live webinar next Tuesday. In addition to that, like if you want more information, or, like you're unsure, you want to ask questions, just put in the comments like more info and we can get back to you, or you can send us a private message and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. So saying that, we also, when you register, like we mentioned, you have an email that will contain two links. So the first one, did I say that already? I can't remember. I did? Okay. Um, and well, the other thing, we want to invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, if you're probably wondering, like, okay, so I register into the website, with my name and email address, and then I register for the live webinar. Now, what am I going to see on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get to hear from the panelists. We're going to show you in a few minutes who were the panelists, yesterday's panelists, and who, what they're going to be sharing with you, why they decided to start their online business, and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, sorry, my internet is slow. Okay, so let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from this for yesterday's past live webinar. My tongue.
Okay, so yesterday we had our live webinar, and we had Margarita as our host. She's a former logistic coordinator. We also had Ayana and Alan, and they're entrepreneurs. Christina is a trip planner. Nancy is a senior manager, early childhood setting. And Chantu is a financial accountant.
We also have Radha, a former corporate employee and job quitter, Jarin, a customer service representative, and Melissa, a enforced police service specialist on a life insurance. So all these people were on a live webinar yesterday, Friday, May 23. So remember the times where, sorry, if you want to know more and you want to see a live webinar, the only thing you have to do is register with your name and email to any other website, and you will get access to it, okay?
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Jesse. And yeah, we also want to remind you that our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. Okay, so now you know. So if you want to catch the replay before our live webinar on Tuesday, all you have to do is just register in any of the websites on the screen, and we'll send you that link to watch the replay. We want to say thank you to Welcome Jeff for the heart emoji. Thank you, Wolf. Sorry. Thank you, Wolfgang. Wolfgang, for your heart emoji and for watching the live with us today. Okay, so let's find out what is our topic for next Friday.
Okay, our topic for next Friday is how online business unlock time, freedom, and flexibility. So if you want to learn a little bit more, connect with us next Friday and we will be talking about this topic.
Yes. So we'll talk about building a business that works for you and not the other way around. So that will be the topic for next Friday. So mark your calendars, uh, empower souls, and see you next Friday. For those who doesn't follow us, you can follow us on our here on the top, yeah, to get to know us a little bit more, who we are, and what type of content we post in our pages. And also, if you are watching us from YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell to get notified when we have new lives or new contents in our channel. So that way you stay notified, when we have new content, and you can learn all these new things that we are showing to you. So saying that, we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. And want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and a happy and blessed Saturday for those who are on Saturday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead for everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for watching again. And until the next episode of the Empowering
Our life
Lives
through
Through
online
an Online
business.
Business. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.